Peace, family. What we doing today? What we doing? We got goodies. We got treats. What you got in the goodie bag, VA? And we got the newest additions to the Food Forest family. We're about to introduce them to their new home. Now it shouldn't take long because we've already prepared our site, so y'all know what that means. We just gonna plug and play. Let's get it. I got a problem. I got a strange addiction. Somebody help me. I need an intervention. It ain't alcohol or weed. There's just one thing that I need. I got an addiction to fruit trees. I got an addiction. I take a persimmon to breathe. Hey, the next one I'm guilty. Jujube. Got an addiction to fruit trees. All right, family, we back. So I'm actually just getting home from work, and I'm excited because we got goodies. We got goodies today that came in. I actually ordered this stuff a while ago, but you know, this particular nursery, they kind of go off of like your weather patterns and things like that before they ship your stuff out. So it just came in today. So let's take a look at what we got, and we'll go ahead and get it plugged in. All right, family. So not to prolong this, but before we get into what we got, let's take a look at where it's gonna go. Now, this is my oasis area, as you know. Now back here, we've got struggleberry. That's a blueberry. In front of struggleberry, we got a Hanafuyu persimmon tree. Across from the Hanafuyu is a Jersey blueberry. And in front of her, we have the Ichikike gyro persimmon. Now, based on that pattern, can you guess what we have as far as the two new additions? If you guessed it, you won. I don't know what you won, but you won. We have another blueberry variety, and then we have another persimmon variety. So let's take a look at it. So we got the blueberry here. This is the Chandler blueberry. Now the reason I wanted the Chandler blueberry, and first of all, I got it from Raintree, both of them from Raintree. So shout out to Raintree. Y'all don't sponsor me, but you should. The Chandler blueberry produces huge blueberries. Generally, blueberries come, you know, dime size and below. Chandler blueberries are huge. They get about the size of your grandmama big toe. So that's pretty big. Now I think they're kind of like quarter size blueberries. The Chandler blueberry is prolific as well. It produces a lot. And from what I understand, the blueberries are delicious. So I wanted a Chandler, so we got the Chandler. And then here, we have the Nikita's Gift persimmon tree. Believe it or not, this little baby here, this little whip, is the Nikita's Gift persimmon tree. Now, I know when we buy our fruit trees, you know, we would love for them to be almost fully grown, you know, already producing, but then they come in real small, and we kind of get bummed about that. Don't worry about that. You know, that don't mean anything. As long as it's got a good root system, it'll take off once it gets established. So, and I can attest to that. But the Nikita's Gift is a hybrid persimmon. It's a cross between the American and the Asian persimmon. Let me talk a bit about that. Yeah, I just wanted to look at you for a second. So yeah, the Nikita's Gift persimmon is one of a few, I think it's like 2 or 3 varieties that are hybrids. It's the cross between the American and Asian persimmon. Now, the Nikita's Gift is supposed to be like the best of both worlds. The American persimmon can grow to be very tall, like over 20 feet tall, whereas the Asian persimmons, they stay pretty compact. I think like 12 feet or so, maybe 15 is about as tall as it gets. And of course you can prune them to keep them a certain height, but the Nikita's Gift is a compact persimmon tree. Also with the American persimmons, they are astringent if they're not, you know, fully ripened, meaning if they're not soft ripe, they're astringent to where you can't, it's not palatable, you're not able to eat it, it sucks all the saliva out your mouth. and it's actually pretty irritating. Whereas the Asian persimmon, you can eat it when it's firm and ripe or when it gets soft. The Nikita's Gift, from what I understand, it does get astringent. The flavor improves when it ripens, and the flavor improves as it gets softer. But the good thing about the Nikita's Gift, from what I'm hearing, is that the flavor profile is more along the lines of like an American persimmon as opposed to an Asian persimmon. From what I've heard, the American persimmons have more of a complexity to the flavor. Whereas Asian persimmons, you know, they ripen up and they taste like, almost like brown sugar, like just real sweet, like good, but just real sweet, kind of a basic flavor. From what I hear, the American persimmons have more complexity to it, and the Nikita's Gift is more along the lines of the American persimmons taste-wise. So we'll see, you know, we'll see what it does when it starts producing, but we're gonna go ahead and do the plug and play and get this party on the road. I just wanted to look at you. All right, so this is the area where the persimmon is gonna be. And the persimmon came in this little pot. It's nice, moist. It was packaged really well. Pot was moist, and you know, just looking at the actual plant, I mean, you can't really tell too much, but just in looking at it, it looks like it's doing pretty well. The blueberry, same thing, and the blueberry will actually go right here. So this is how it'll be arranged. I'm gonna move the persimmon up some, but I'm arranging it like that because blueberries tend to need some shade sometimes. Our summers have been pretty harsh, and so, you know, the persimmons will provide a little relief for it so that it doesn't get sunburned. And yeah, I mean, that's really the reason that I set it up this way. I'm actually gonna be putting some other things in between the persimmons, but yeah, I mean, as of right now, this is how it's gonna be. So I'm gonna take this out the package. Now here's what I mean by plug and play. All of this was already done. I've already done this. This is where I'm gonna plant it. So I'm just parting it with my hand. Look at it, the soil is good. It already feels moist down there. Bam. We're gonna take it out the pot and put it right in. Same thing with the blueberry. I'm gonna part this stuff with my hand. It feels moist down here. We just gonna take the blueberry out, plug it in. So I'm gonna go ahead, because I can't do it one hand. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out the pot, and then I'll show you the final results there. All right, family, we back, and it was that easy. We are watering them in now. I mean, basically all we did was we took them out the pot, ruffled up the roots, plugged them in, covered them back up, and now we're watering them in. That's it. I mean, it's that easy. You know, prepare your sites in advance. If you know that you want to get a fruit tree or a shrub, set your sites up. Even if you think to yourself, you know what, in like 2 years, I'd love to put a fruit tree here. Go ahead and start building your site, because the longer it sits, the better it is. The more nutrient dense it becomes, and your trees will take off. Your trees will be happy for it. Now the roots, I wanted to show you the root system. I wish, you know, camera lady was here, but the root systems look great on both of them. Now, if you get a persimmon, just keep in mind that the roots on the persimmon are dark. They're like black. So don't think that the persimmon is dead. You know, just understand that the roots are black on the persimmon tree. Now, after a while, like maybe after a few days, I'm gonna cut that tape off of both of them. And, you know, if it needs to sit up, as far as the persimmon tree, I'll use some twine and do it that way. But other than that, that's it. I don't want to make this video longer than what it's already been. I just wanted to show you, you know, how easy it is to plug and play. Get you some fruit trees, get you some fruit shrubs, prepare your area in advance, plug and play, and just let it do what it do. All right, family. I just wanted to look at you again. Peace.